Hello, I'm live for the very first time. I'm super excited. But also, I think it's going to be a while before I know if it's working or not. So, hi everyone that's here right now. If you can hear me, just let me know in the chat that you can hear me. And so I've decided to call Nikhil in, Nikhil, my husband, for the first few minutes, till we have more people join us in and I can start chatting with you people. I thought just to keep the conversation going, Nikhil could ask me a few questions since this is Ask Me Anything.
So I get the first right to ask questions on your behalf. These are the first few questions I've got, and then we'll get to your questions.
But I'm a little concerned because no one's saying anything. Like there's no hi or hello or. So I'm just going to chat here and see if you guys are getting it.
Yeah, I think they are. I just double checked on the side.
Okay. All right. So let's start with some questions that you have for me.
Okay. So one question I have for you. Okay, my questions are all very dumb, people. Okay, so I'm a very dumb fellow, so my questions are also dumb. So please don't judge me on that. So my first question is: you have to wear only bright neon fluorescent colors, or only white and grays for an entire year. What will you choose?
That's super easy. You already see what I'm wearing, right? So I'll choose white and grays for an entire year. No problems at all.
Okay, I didn't know what she was wearing when I wrote the question. Okay, fine. We've got more questions. Super short crew cut or really long hair, like till the ankles?
If it's still like my bum, I can do that. But till my ankles, I think I'll trip and fall. Plus, you have to manage it and maintain it and all of that. So I think I'll go with a super short crew cut. Unless it's the winters, because in the winters, I need hair to cover my ear. Otherwise, my ears freeze off. So yeah, any other month, super short crew cut.
She's from the south of India where it doesn't get so cold. She can't take the cold. She needs all the hair she can bear it. Okay. So now this one is real easy. You have to choose a superpower, okay? I'm going to give you two options. You have to choose which one of those two superpowers you want.
Okay.
So the first one is like, say you go into a pool and you're in the pool for a long time, or you're having a bath for a long time, or you're washing utensils and you get all those wrinkly things. Don't look at me like that. You get all those wrinkles on your skin, right? So the first superpower is that you will not get that no matter how long you spend in the water, okay?
Oh my God, okay.
Second superpower is you can fart at will. You can fart whenever you want, when you decide. What do you want?
I think this is going to be your last question. And I think I can't believe how are those two superpowers? They're not superpowers. And I feel at least if you can fart at will, I feel it'll be useful in a situation where, if I have to diffuse tension or if I have to create some distraction. Like if we were to rob a bank, which we never will, but if we were to rob a bank and I need to distract people, then I could fart at will. I can't believe you asked me a question where fart at will is the answer. Thank you very much, Nikhil. You've done a great job. Are there any other questions you want to ask?
Yeah, I've got more questions. Should I leave already? Are you guys bored of me?
Oh my God, there is one guy, Chenturan Arvi is like, Maga, does she really deserve you?
Can we not stop block people on this? I don't know.
It's like, do I deserve you or not?
Okay, first. Okay, this is my second last question. Okay. Just two more.
Okay.
Are you a dog person or a cat person?
I originally thought I was a dog person, but then since these little kittens started coming to our home, I realized that I'm just an animal person. Any animal that wants to be loved and that is not like too reptilian or too insecty, I'm that person. So both dogs and cats.
Fair enough. Makes sense given that there's a cat right there still meowing because she wants food. So I'll quickly go.
Please go feed her some food.
Last question before I go and feed the cat.
Okay.
If you had to eat only fruits or only raw vegetables for an entire year, which would you choose?
Entire year?
Entire year.
I think I would choose fruits. I mean, both are going to be super tough. But anyway, we've been eating fruits only for the last 3 days as part of this Navratri fasting that we're doing. An entire year, I don't know how I would last, but I would choose fruits because I love fruits. I love vegetables too, but I'll choose fruits.
Okay. Thank you for that answer. And that's the end of my questionnaire.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have fun. I'll see you around sometime else in some other video.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Oh, there's so many of you. I'm so happy. And the chat is going on really fast. But okay. Hi. Okay. You know what? Some of you have already your questions. I've made a note of that. And I'm going to quickly, go through those questions. And you can also ask me questions now in the chat. And we'll take it from here. All right. So the first question, I got this from Shilpi Agarwal. Hi, Shilpi. Shilpi also says hi. And she wants to know what my journey was till now, my profession, and any other fabulous things that I do. In fact, this is a question that a lot of you had, was about my profession. What did I study and stuff? So I did my BTech and MTech in naval architecture and ocean engineering from IIT Madras. And after that, so it was like a 5-year course, right? So you do BTech, which is 4 years, and MTech, which is 2 years. But this is called a dual degree course. So it's mashed up together into a 5-year program instead of a 6-year program. And I did this. And it was good fun. Really loved my life in campus, made friends for life there. And that was like amazing. And after that, I worked in an offshore oil and gas company. So basically, I was these rigs in the middle of the ocean that drill for oil, that do searching for oil, and after that, the production and all of that. I was working in one of those companies, and I ended up becoming a rig manager there, and did that for some time. I worked there for 6 years, and after that, I left to start doing YouTube full time. So I quit after 6 years to do YouTube full time. But after quitting, I didn't start working on YouTube immediately. I took my own sweet time. I had some fun, took like 1.5 year break, really enjoyed that. And now I'm working on YouTube. I don't do anything else right now. I'm working solely on YouTube. And yeah, that's what's up. Okay, a lot of you want to know where I live. I'm not sure if I should be concerned by this, but anyway, I'm kidding. I'm not. I live in Noida, which is in Uttar Pradesh in India. We moved here 3 years ago, and that's where we live now. Udaya0826 asks, how are you maintaining your consistency? She's saying it's tough for me. It's tough for me as well, You see like people who are repeating the same thing over and over again. They have the same good habits that they've built over time. Can you see this machar? God, machars always find me. They're very consistent in finding me. So yeah, it doesn't come easily. The trick is once you realize what is truly important for you, you can start making the time for that. And when we approach consistency, my one suggestion is don't do it with the idea of trying to be perfect. Perfectionism, I need to achieve that. That shouldn't be the idea. Because that is a big trap. If you fall into the whole perfectionism game, it's a big trap. So instead of trying to be perfect in all areas, consistent across everything that you do every day, my advice is choose one thing and start building that one habit consistently. And do it for 42 days, do it for 48 days, do it for 60 days, until this one thing that you're doing becomes your very nature. And then you start to do it automatically. And that now has become a consistent part of your routine. And you're also not training your mind, right? You're training your brain that it needs to work in this fashion, this order for things that you want to do. So then it becomes easier to add on more habits to your routine and end up being more consistent. And the second thing I would like to say is choose habits that you enjoy. Like, don't force yourself to do things that you don't enjoy, whether it's a workout or whether it's, I don't know, your work or whatever else it is. Like, choose things that you enjoy doing and that are benefiting you and benefiting other people, and you automatically become consistent in those things. Mahi Way, oh, nice name. Mahi Way asks for some practical tips to stay motivated and for being consistent. We just spoke about consistency. Let's talk about motivation. I don't really like the word motivation because that is total bullcrap. I'm sorry to say, but it is. If you are waiting every day to be motivated in order to go to the gym or to be motivated to eat right or to be motivated to build a habit, it's never going to happen for you. And that's the harsh reality. Motivation is like a fickle friend, or let's say like a boyfriend or like a girlfriend who just wants to like flirt with you a little bit and then like have their fun and then go away. It's not going to stick with you for long. What you want is building habits. When we're looking at motivation, we feel like, oh, I don't feel like doing it, I'm not motivated. No one cares about what you feel like. that is the truth. No one cares about what you feel like. If you want to do something, you have to make it a habit, irrespective of how you're feeling, irrespective of what's happening around you. You've got to make the time for it, and you've got to just do it. And then when it becomes a habit, like I was saying, motivation is like a fickle boyfriend or girlfriend. Habit is like a mom. She's always there. She'll always be there, no matter how boring the day is or how boring your life is or whatever. She's going to be there. She's going to feed you food. She's not going to just ditch you and walk away. So that is what you want to build. You want to build habits. Do not wait to get motivated to do something. I hope that makes sense. Manvi Thorve asks, what is your profession and how to maintain work-life balance? My profession is this. I make videos on the internet and how to maintain work-life balance. You know, why do we work? I think a lot of times we kind of forget why we work. The reason we work is to, to get some satisfaction, to make money, to be able to live a nice life, to spend time with the people that we want to spend time with, to do the things we want to do. So that is life, right? That is the life part. When we forget that that is why we're working, it becomes very easy to kind of skew our entire day in favor of the work. But once you realize that, hey, life is happening elsewhere also, and that's where I want to be, and that is what I want to enjoy and experience and spend my time on, you'll automatically be able to get the balance. And this is a very mental thing. When you talk about like practical things, physically, what you can do is you have 24 hours in a day. So you look at like what you need 7-8 hours for sleeping. You need like some time for eating and bathing and all of those things, and for like self, like meditation, exercise, and all of that. Then how much time are you willing to spend out of the rest of the day working, and how much time do you want to keep for yourself? So that's something you can figure out, and you can start laying your boundaries there, and that's how you can maintain your work-life balance. Okay. Elsa Isaac says, my mind keeps wandering when I meditate. How do I focus and what do I focus on? But that is the thing. When you're meditating, you're not focusing on anything. You're not concentrating on anything. When you focus on something, when you concentrate on something, that is effort, right? You're putting effort. Meditation is going beyond effort. It's becoming effortless. It's dropping in that instant any effort and going behind that. When we talk about focus and concentration, that is to do with your mind. So when you're present a lot in your mind, you come to these terms of, you try to focus, you try to concentrate. But meditation is going beyond mind. In meditation, you become an observer. You neither focus nor concentrate. You are just an observer, and you're observing what your mind is doing. And you have to be accepting when you're meditating. Like, don't feel like I need to focus on something, and if I get these thoughts, then it's wrong, meditation is not happening. No, you openly welcome all of the thoughts you're getting. You hug each individual thought that you're getting and just observe it. The thought comes and it goes. After a while, you're just behind it and you see, oh, now another thought is coming. It also went off. Oh, now another thought. Oh, now it's been a while, I didn't get any thoughts. And then you slowly slip into meditation. So yeah, you don't focus on anything when you're doing meditation. And if you find this stuff, which initially, it's a journey to get there. You can do, there are lots of really good guided meditations on YouTube. You can do that, or you can learn how to meditate. Arborius asks, how do I keep my wife happy? Very interesting question. I'm a wife. I'm happy. My husband keeps me very happy. So send your wife to my husband. He'll keep her very happy. It just sounds very wrong. Do not send your wife to my husband. But okay, being very serious about this, how do I keep my wife happy? It's not your responsibility to keep anybody happy. You need to understand that. It's not your responsibility to make anybody else happy, nor is it anybody else's responsibility to make you happy. And this can initially sound very selfish, like, oh, I don't have to make anyone happy, just take care of myself. But it's actually the opposite of being selfish. The more you start becoming strong yourself and you start, focusing on becoming happy, and you blossom into this wholesome human being, you will notice that it has this amazing trickle-down effect on all of your relationships, on the people who live with you, people surrounding you. And it'll start reflecting on those. It'll start reflecting on relationships as well. Now, this is not to say that you just completely ignore your wife. Obviously not. You make time for each other. You understand each other. You try to see where she's coming from. Put yourself in her shoes and understand what's happening. And you have nice communication and all of that. But you're not obligated to make anybody happy. Just keep yourself happy, and that will work wonders. Manogna Pisapati asks if she can learn Surya Namaskars. Yes, anyone can learn Surya Namaskars. Go to my channel. I made a few videos on how to learn Surya Namaskars, how to do them. Check those out. And then I've made videos where I do Surya Namaskars. So you can do it along with me. And you can do it. Shivangi Roy asks, how do you deal with overeating, anxiety, being put down by friends and other people? So 3 different questions. Yeah, how do you deal with overeating, anxiety? Those are 3 different questions. I feel like, so a person who's being shaken by these things, right? Like by the external world, overeating is one thing that we do. At least I do when I feel like low or I want to pull myself up, or external factors are affecting me, right? And the same thing, like you're saying, friends are bringing you down or other people. There are again external factors that seem to be affecting you. So when I look at this question, I feel like more than concentrating on these external factors and how you are responding to that, it might be worth it to strengthen yourself from the inside so that these things don't really affect you. You don't have to resort to overeating to deal with these things. You are able to calm yourself down from within. You don't get very anxious. Um, Meditation really helps with this, and even doing yoga really helps with this. This probably sounds very wishy-washy, but this is not a belief, right? This is experience. I've experienced this myself, and I've seen a lot of my friends and family also experience this. If you have all of these external issues you're dealing with, just do a little bit of do half an hour of yoga in the morning, 15 minutes again in the evening. Meditate twice a day. Make the time for yourself. Do it for a week and see how much more different you feel inside. You feel so much stronger inside that you start feeling different when you're reacting on the outside as well. Things that were otherwise affecting you before won't affect you that much anymore. Try it out and then see. I really think it will work for you, and I hope it does. Ria Khare, thank you for sending me 5 rupees. What will I buy myself with 5 rupees? I'll probably save it. Ria is asking, will Surya Namaskar help in reducing loose skin while losing weight? Because I do intermittent fasting 24. Fast for 20 hours a day. That's wow. With Surya Namaskar 108 daily. Thanks. Okay. So these are 2 things, right? When you're losing weight and you're focusing just on losing weight, like doing a lot of cardio and stuff, your skin starts becoming loose, especially if you were very overweight or if you had a lot of fat before when you were doing this. And I've experienced this. When I was 17 years old, I weighed 90 kgs, 90. Yeah. And then I lost a lot of weight. And then I also ended up with a lot of loose skin. So you have to be very, very mindful of how you're doing this, right? When you're doing Surya Namaskar, if you're doing it very fast, it turns into active cardio because you sweat a lot, your heart rate goes up, and then you end up losing a lot of weight and could end up with loose skin if you're doing it for a long period of time. So the way to tighten your skin as you're losing weight is to also work on strength workouts, on your muscle workouts. And holding tough postures for a long time or will really help with tightening those areas that you're working on. So you can do Surya Namaskars very slowly. That is, you can do 1 round of Surya Namaskar in 5 minutes. That's tough. It's very tough because you really have to have like the patience, and you really have to hold those tough positions for a long time, and that will help with tightening your skin and with building up your muscles. I hope that answers your question, Ria. I'm just scrolling here to see. Okay. Shivangi Roy asks, how do you... Sorry, I just answered that question. I'm sorry. Indu's Kitchen. Hi, Indu. Indu's Kitchen asks, how did you develop this happy personality? Were you like this from childhood, or is it something you learned in your life through experience? I think, yeah, I was happy from my childhood. I feel very blessed, very fortunate to have the family that I have and to have the friends that I do. And they're all also very lively people, upbeat people, So when I spend some time with my friends or family, I automatically feel very enlivened. And it's important to surround yourself with people like that So actively hunt down people from whom you feel like you can learn something, from whom you feel like a better part of yourself is coming out. You get to experience it. And also it takes some work. It's not that I don't have my low days. Of course, I have my low days. And when I go to Nikhil and I'm like, can I please have some chocolate? Can you take me for a walk? Let's go for a drive. Of course, that happens. Or I sit on Netflix for a while or whatever. And sorry, hey Pratik, thanks for the $10, man. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. So I have my low days as well, and you have to actively work on these aspects of yourself, right? Like when you work out and you meditate and you do all of those things, it really helps you maintain this energy. It helps you keep going. It helps you reduce those low energy phases in your life in a day, basically. So you have to take time out for yourself and do it. Number one fan, there's a pair jumping. Thanks, Pratik. I'm going to think about how to spend these $10. Manasa C asks how I met my husband. That's a long story. We plan to make a video about it. We've been planning since a long time. We even shot it once, but both of us were giggling ourselves silly and I never uploaded it. But we will make another video. But in short, I'll give you the story. So I was doing my 4th year internship. Like I said, I was in a 5-year engineering program. At the end of my 4th year, I had to do this internship in Bombay. And when I went there, on the first day, I saw my now husband, then instant crush, Nikhil. He was working in the company there. And yeah, that's how we met. I did my 2-month internship there. And then after that, I got an offer in that company. And then I joined them a year later, and Nikhil was there. That is how we met. Nirisha Gavara asks how to deal with expectations. Now, there are all kinds of expectations, right? There are some expectations that you like. For example, you asked me this question and you're expecting me to answer it. And I'm happy with this expectation because I want to do this live. I want to chat with all of you and I want to answer your questions. The problem comes with expectations that we are not able to fulfill or that we feel are unfair or, basically it is not in sync with what we want to do. Hello, mosquito, please leave me alone till I do this live. Yeah. So I think it's very important to kind of identify what are these expectations that are bothering you and think about why these expectations are bothering you. And, is it coming from your parents, from work, or is it from friends or school or whatever? And once you understand why these expectations are bothering you, you need to communicate it to the other person. You need to decide, like, is this something I can do or I can't? And if you can't, lovingly have a stream of communication open with the other person and let them know, because the worst thing we can do is let those expectations fester, right? Like they feel you're going to do it, you don't want to do it, but you're also avoiding the conversation. And then that's like a breeding ground for contempt in the relationship. So you've got to think about why you're not okay with the expectations and communicate it to the other person. Okay. Madhura Feb asks how to discipline the mind. Tough question, man. And there's a similar question. Shivani Neely asks how to have laser-like focus. So again, we're being very much in the mind, right? When we talk about discipline or we talk about focus, it's very much in the mind. I have to think. Very difficult. What is this, guys? This is my first YouTube live. People usually ask like, lively, like simple questions like, what's your weight? Or something like that, or what do you like eating? You guys are like, how to maintain discipline of the mind, how to have laser like focus. You guys are a tough audience, okay? All right. Again, I spoke about perfectionism a while ago, and I'm gonna harp on it again because I learned that lesson the hard way, and I hope you guys can learn it from my experience. I don't have to go through it. When you're trying to discipline the mind, again, don't try to become perfect. Don't try to think that in every activity that I do, I have to be super disciplined. If I have a time schedule for a whole day, I need to stick to it line by line. Otherwise, it's, a lot of us feel let down. We feel disappointed in ourselves when we don't do it. And then it's like a downward journey from there onwards. Because you give up on everything else that you wanted to do. And the mind is out of discipline. You're not able to have focus. This happens with me. When I don't do things exactly the way I want to do from point A, then I start getting disheartened and I lose my discipline, I lose the focus. Thing is, you need to realize that we've not come on this earth to be perfect. We have come here to live and to like really learn and to blossom and to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes, and most importantly not get disheartened by those mistakes. I know this, you're probably thinking I'm asking her about discipline and she's talking about something completely different. Has she lost her mind? No, I have not lost my mind, I'm happy to report. Try this out. Like, don't chase perfectionism and you see automatically discipline will come into your life. Choose one thing and try to build that habit and discipline your mind with that, and then go to the next thing and accept that. And you will falter, you will not have discipline on some days, and go ahead with it. Second thing is, there are some days when we have great focus, right? We're doing everything is just going our way. It is your day on that day and no one can change that. And there are some days when everything is like just rubbish. So become aware of the next time you have these days, like these opposite end of the spectrum kind of days, become aware of what your energy like is on those days. And you notice that on the days when everything is going perfect, you're disciplined, your focus is great, you have a high energy level. You're not feeling lethargic, you feel like you become that person where other people come and sit with them and they also feel energized. And on days where things are not going well, you're not able to maintain your discipline, you have low energy. So then think about how to increase your energy levels if you want to maintain a good disciplined mind and have that kind of a lifestyle. And start making lifestyle changes accordingly. Drinking enough water, sleeping on time, waking up and keeping enough time to do your exercises and meditation and stuff. All of this works. Also, my God, I talk super fast, I think. I'm sorry, I will slow down a little bit. Gaurav Kukreja saying, you go girl. Thank you for the 500 rupees. I'll buy myself something nice. Or maybe I'll just end up using it for production costs of videos. Simone Merdanovic. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Thank you for the £5. Thank you very much. Cynthia Kunha asks, which book is my favorite? So this year, actually, I read this book called Sapiens. And it was really very good. It gave me a lot of insights about, the human mind and why we behave the way we do and our history. And since I've also been on my spiritual path, on my spiritual journey, it really tied in very well in that. And I had like mini explosions going on in my mind when I was reading that book, and I really, really liked it. Rakesh V asks, what are the habits that you are proud of and what are the habits you regret having? Really, your videos are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm happy to enjoy my videos. What are the habits that I'm proud of? I'm proud of the fact that if I put my mind to something, I will freaking do it. Like, I might fall down, I might falter, I might not achieve it in the time frame I wanted to achieve it in, but I will do it. And I really like that about myself. Habits that I regret having. This thing has gone down a lot now, but I struggled with it for many, many years, and that was the habit of wanting everything to be perfect. Like, even if one thing doesn't go perfect, I would get so disappointed and so sad, and energy would go down so low. I would blame myself and be disappointed in myself, and I would not do anything for the rest of the day. And that was just such a bad habit to have. I'm really happy to say that with all of these things I'm doing now, like meditating and all of that, I've been able to get over that stupidity of mine. I've been able to become more accepting of who I am, accepting my flaws, accepting my imperfectionism, and enjoying it truly. And when you do that, you start thriving and you become who you are. You come closer to who you are, and then you will start to become perfect, even when you're not focusing on it. Okay. May I help you? This is the name of the person. May I help you asks how to get rid of dull face and dark circles. So dull face, you just smile and everything becomes okay. That's seriously my solution. I don't know. Dark circles, sleep properly on time, drink lots of water. I tried for a long time, man. People say you put potato juice, you take out the juice, put it on your eyes, it'll make you feel good. I did that for a while. It didn't make a difference. But ever since I've been taking better care of my body and my mental health, I think my dark circles have also gone down. They're still there a little bit, but I'm happy with how it is. Tejashri Amol Karande asks, which planner will I buy for 2022? I decided I'm not going to buy any planner because all the planners I bought last year, I ended up using like 1/10 of it. I don't want to waste the paper by not using it. And I'll probably reuse this planner only because I have so much space left. I'm going to reuse my planners. Wandering soul. I do Surya Namaskar, but my hands don't reach. They don't touch my feet. It's very difficult without bending the knees. There's a solution for that. You can buy what are called as yoga blocks, or if you don't want to spend the money on that, you can even use anything that's this high in your home, keep it below both of your hands and use that as a support. And as you keep practicing, you'll become more and more flexible and you will be able to practice Surya Namaskars even without it. Ekta Chobe asks, how did you become a fitness freak and start taking challenges like 108 Surya Namaskars, asanas, and early mornings? I don't think I would consider myself a fitness freak. I'm happy you do. I'm happy at least it's appearing to someone like that. But yeah, like I told you, I was 90 kgs when I was 17 years old. And then I slowly started losing all that weight with the help of my parents. And then, of course, in college, cycling, swimming, dancing, eating mess wala khana. And I just started realizing subconsciously that the fitter I become, the higher my energy levels are, the less lethargic I am, and the more full of life I feel. And I have more energy to do other things. I think that subconsciously got ingrained in me. And so I love to work out. And also we've moved to Noida. My mother-in-law, Nikhil's mom, she's what someone can call a fitness freak. I mean, hats off to her. Super fit, would drag me to the gym every day. I had no option initially, and then I started falling in love with it. So again, surround yourself with the kind of people that inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Thank you, Mama. And early mornings and stuff. Again, yeah, why do I get up early in the morning? Again, like you realize how it transforms you in your entire day, and after that, you kind of get addicted to it. It's like a drug, right? So that's why I do it. That's my drug, baby. How did you get inspired to follow your heart spiritually, and how can we follow our routine and heart religiously? I think I already spoke about this, about building habits and all of that. I don't want to repeat myself because I said the word habit and perfectionism and all too much. So I'm not going to do that. But Ekta also asks, what do you do when you feel bored? I don't think I've like really felt bored. I think I can probably count the number of times I felt bored. There's so many things to do. The world is an amazing place to be. I sound like an idiot right now, but yeah. Like if you get bored, like what are you getting bored of? Is it your work? Then you plan your day that way, right? You schedule breaks so that you don't get bored of whatever you're doing. Like you work for half an hour and then you do something else for 10 minutes. You walk around, you stretch, you maybe talk to a friend, or you just schedule time, like focus on your hobbies in the evening, do some gardening, read some book, walk around. I don't know, man. I do feel low. If by bored you mean do you feel low, then yes, there are times in a day when I feel low and I go out for a walk or I watch something interesting on YouTube, something that will make me feel happy. And I also schedule my day in a way that I minimize these low energy phases. Usually it happens in the evening for me between 5 and 6 p.m. So that time I go for a walk. I talk to Nikhil or I sit and meditate. So things that increase my energy so that you can take care of yourself. I've been talking for 34 minutes non-stop. That's okay. Shivangi Roy. Hi. Shivangi is saying, can you answer questions? I've already answered your question, Shivangi. I think it's in the starting part of the video, so check it out. Dora Buji asks, how to get up early in the morning? It's really tough for me to get up early in the morning. Dora, or is it Dora? I think it's Dora, like the explorer. Hi, Dora. I made an entire video about how to get up early in the morning. Check it out. I've put all my gyan in it. I'm sorry, I have a tendency of giving gyan. What can I do? You're asking for it. Check out that video. There are a lot of tips there that will help you. Praveen Vyas, have you ever thought of doing Vipassana? Not really. Maybe someday I will. But I have done long periods of, like meditation retreats where I don't, there's no phone, you don't talk to anyone, you don't even look at yourself in a mirror, you don't even look at other people really. And I'm doing one at the end of this month also. I do these retreats are by the Art of Living. So that I've done that. Maybe I'll do a Vipassana sometime. Gargi Vashishta is saying, you're amazing and I love your vibe. Thank you so much. And a lot of you have been sending such lovely comments here. I'm sorry, I want to like personally hug all of you or at least read your comments, but for the want of time, I haven't been able to do it. But thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. Okay. Joy Datta asks, how many hours sleep should we take? Depends on each body. You know, these things are so specific to each person. There are some people that are okay with 5 hours of sleep, but other people that would be absolutely miserable if they didn't get like 9 hours of sleep. So you need to figure out what's happening with your body. For me, 7 hours of sleep is good. For my husband, he needs 8 hours, 8.5 hours. So take the time, be very aware that you're doing this experiment on yourself, you know, and set your sleeping time every day. Go to bed at that time. Avoid screens for at least an hour before you sleep. And then if you can afford this luxury, try to get up without an alarm so that you see actually what is your natural body rhythm, when are you waking up, and then you can figure this out. Okay. Me Athira, hi, says, you're so full of love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is YouTube something that is a financially viable career option? I'm aware it is. What are the practical problems of being? Great question, Athira. All right. Okay. So I quit my job to make YouTube videos. My husband quit his job to learn and teach meditation, which is what he does now. Both of us were in a job, both of us were working in the oil field. And if you have some idea about the oil field, you will know that jobs there are usually very high paying. And so, yeah, we were in high paying jobs and we quitted to do these things. I'm very thankful for having that job because the savings that we made there enabled us to do the things that we want to do now. So if you're thinking of YouTube as a career option, if you have the savings to do it, you can try it out. If you don't, you could try it as a side hustle. I don't like using the word hustle, but you can try it out as a side thing. I tried to do that when I was in my job, but my job was very demanding and I couldn't do it. Plus, we had the savings to fall back on. And then I was also very miserable. You know, I was like, in the last 6 months of my job, I really knew that wasn't it for me. And I wanted to do something creative. Second thing is, both of us, Nikhil and I, are super blessed with our families on either side. Both of our parents on either side, our brothers, you know, everyone, they're doing well. We don't have the obligation of supporting our families, touch wood right now. So that's another thing that was not there on our heads. And we just have to support ourselves, right? And so I've been doing YouTube since many years, but seriously speaking, I've been doing it seriously for the last, I would say, 1 year, 3 months. Okay. And it's only now, after my 108 Surya Namaskar for 30 days video went viral, that it started giving us any financial returns. All these years, there was no money at all that I saw from YouTube. It's only now because of that one video. And of course, I already had a bank of other videos on my channel, right? So it was when people came to my channel, they saw that video, they liked it. And then they had other content also to watch and they liked that as well. So then the channel started picking up and there has been monetary returns. Again, it's being very honest, the amount of money that I'm getting now from YouTube is not enough for the kind of, you know, we're living in Noida, it's a city. Probably if we were living in maybe a village or in the mountains or something, we could very easily get by on this money. But we have costs here and we have, you know, the cost of living here is high. It's not enough for that. So you have to be very mindful about these things. And third thing is, if you're looking at YouTube as a career option, you have to be very, very, very sure about what it is that you want to make videos on. For a long time, I was making what I thought were funny videos they were not making anybody laugh. I don't know why I thought it was funny. I was making those videos and my channel was going nowhere. The last year in lockdown, I was like, bhai, bas ho gaya. This is not going anywhere. Let me just do what comes naturally to me. Let me talk about my lifestyle. And then that started to click. So you have to also be very conscious about what you're going to be talking about. I hope that answers your question, Athira. Vishnu Priya Duraisami. I have everything good in my life, but I still feel depressed. I can't control my binge eating. I feel so lonely all the time. I feel like I got trapped in a toxic negative realm and I can't get out. I wish I could give you a hug and tell you things get better because they do. Why don't you slide into my DMs on the gram, send me a message on Instagram, and we'll get chatting there. And hopefully, I can help you with some of these things. There are meditation courses you can do. I sound like a broken record player, right? Meditation, because it works, people. And yeah, Vishnu, message me on Instagram. Deep in D. New to this channel. Hi, thanks for the 50 bucks. How's your October so far? My October has been amazing. I released a video that was all about me following Gandhiji's daily routine that happened in October now. So I really like that. And I'm hoping to make an entire series with that, following daily routines of great people, of successful people, and for a week. And hopefully, if I can go and do it in authentic places, like I went to the Gandhi ashram in Sevagram to do this. If I do it with people who are alive, hopefully I get to meet them and spend time with them. And the idea is to understand what we can take from these people's routines and add to our own life to make it more productive, more fulfilling. So that happened in October. Secondly, we're doing this 9-day fast. I mean, I have been enjoying it. Today is the third day where I've been eating only fruits, no vegetables, no salt, nothing, just water and fruits. And I feel great. So I'm really enjoying October so far. And yeah, that's how my October has been. Pankaja Sahu. No, sorry. Pankajamala Sahu. I hope I'm saying your name right. How was your week in Sevagram? It was superb. We would go in the morning and we would like look at the farm, right? And be like, what are we eating today? What vegetable can we find today? And then if it was tori, we would go and get it. If we saw bitter gourd, we're like, oh, that's what we're eating today. It was amazing. And the people were also so loving, so friendly. I really enjoyed it. Okay. Praveen Vyas, 108 rupees. Thank you. Great. This is so funny, guys. What the hell? Again, another question from Dora. How to reduce weight? What diet can I follow? I'm going to make, diet. In fact, next Saturday, I'm releasing a video. I'm going to release a video about my what I eat in a day and how I space out my meals and everything. I think that will really help answer your question. Himanshu Kumar. Hi. How do you control portion of the meal? I tend to eat more than I should eat and hence have put up weight. I'm unable to control the binge eating. I also want to start doing Surya Namaskar. The best way to portion control is, I mean, do you cook your own food? Or I don't know if you live at home, someone cooks for you, or you have a cook, or you order from outside. If you order from outside, I would say stop doing that. Start eating home cooked meals and cook less. If there is no more food, my friend, you can't eat more than what you need to eat. So if you're eating 4 chapatis right now, you want to come down to 2, just make only 2 chapatis for yourself. But the idea is you don't want to kill yourself doing that. You want to enjoy this process, right? So eat very, very slowly. Chew each mouthful 32 times. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 32 times. Till it becomes like liquid in your mouth. It sounds disgusting, but till it becomes liquid, and then you swallow it. And eat very slowly, eat mindfully. Please don't do this. Or watching TV and reading something, don't do it. Be very mindful, and your body is very smart, my friend. When you do that, your body starts realizing that it's getting full. Otherwise, you're giving mixed signals to your body, right? You're eating also, you're talking to someone also, you're watching something also. Your body is like confused, like what does my human want me to do right now? Concentrate just on eating and your portion control will reduce. The first couple of days you might feel like it's difficult, but cook less food, eat it mindfully, and over time you will come back. Our tummy is this big, like this big, maybe this much. We eat way more than we need to. And I've done this and it's had great results. Okay. Were you cleaning the ashram for seva every single day? Absolutely. Cleaning in the ashram, helping with the cooking, helping with showing people around and stuff. Yeah, it was good fun. Doing seva, which is like seva basically means service, service that you do without expecting anything in return, service that you do for the community at large, for the betterment of the people that you're living with, gives you this absolute sense of belongingness, right? You feel like so one with the people, one with the place. I really enjoyed doing seva there. My God, 45 minutes. There are so many questions. I'm trying to scroll up and find some more questions that I can. Praveen Vyas, how can I join your husband's meditation class? You can follow him on Instagram and message him there, DM him or DM me, and I will send you his number and you can give my husband a call. Rocking Rishi. Did you read Vivekananda literature? Would love to know what you take away from it if you have read it. Boss, all we are doing right now is reading Vivekananda, or at least that's what Nikhil is doing, is helping me with research for an upcoming video. We've ordered so many books. We have like Amazon deliveries every day of these books. Gonna read it and we're gonna make a video. Obviously now it's gonna be like we followed Vivekananda's routine for a week. So yeah, so you'll know more about it there. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to find some nice questions. Oh no, like my thing is stuck. My computer is not scrolling anymore on top. I think I've lost a lot of the questions. Anyway, all right. What else is up, you people? I thought I'll talk for an hour. Arun Kumar, protein powder is good for health. Why go for protein powder? Go for sattu. You know what sattu is? It's called poor man's protein. It's desi. It's amazing. It tastes just yum. So sattu is basically besan, which is gram flour, but it's roasted. So you don't have to cook it. You can have it directly. So what I do after my workouts is I take like 2 scoops of sattu, a little bit of black salt, a little bit of jeera, 1 lemon freshly squeezed into it, mix all of it, put water, mix it, and have it. It's so tasty, it's full of protein. Olives, favorite herbs and spices. I love pudina, I love coriander, mint and coriander basically. These are my favorite herbs, which are also the most commonly used herbs in India. So there's that. Spices, I love cumin. I love jeera. It is so good for you. And also tastes yum. And black pepper also I like. Pragati Dwivedi. You know what? So when I've lost the question again. It's gone on top, Pragati. Wait. How are you so constant in your activities like yoga or meditation? It's like a drug. No, but in all seriousness, when you start respecting yourself more, rather like let's put it in this way, right? When your self-worth starts going up and you start realizing that what are the things really in your day that add energy to you, that enrich your life, that give you like a boost of confidence and happiness and joy, you will start doing those things more often. You will start making the time for that. Now I don't want to sound like like I'm doing it every single day. Of course there are days when I miss it. It's important to not feel bad and to just come back. You can have this rule like I will not do it for more than 2 days in a row. Like I can skip it for 2 days, but on the third day I have to do it. So you can keep these practical things, like keep some rules for yourself. Like even when you're studying or you're working, how do you have focus? How do you have concentration? Keep simple rules. Like I'll follow the Pomodoro technique, right? So the Pomodoro technique, Pomodoro timer is where you work for 25 minutes, then you get a 5-minute break. So you do this 4 times, 25, 25, 25, 25. At the end of 4 25-minute working schedules, you get to take a half an hour break. So you keep the timer, you keep following it, and then you have that urgency, like I have only 25 minutes to work. And you also get that break when you can like go and pee or drink water or stretch and yeah. Joy Datta. You have made awesome videos on yoga. Thank you. Will you make videos of pranayama as well? I have made one of pranayama. It's there. Like I made it last year. Go check it out. It's on my channel. I also record like just with one pranayama session how much my capacity for holding my breath increased. Very interesting experiment. Kalpesh Dange, what is the purpose of life according to you? People, us, first live hai yaar. You guys are like what about existentialism? What is the purpose of life? Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I feel the purpose of life is to know who you really are, to look on the inside. We are so focused with putting our energies on the outside, like, oh, people's expectations, I have to like satisfy it, or oh, what other people are doing or what's happening and all of that. But we don't really take the time out to like go on the inside and who are you and look into that and get connected with that. A lot of the problems or issues or tensions that we have, I feel, is when we start moving away from the true nature of ourself. Like if this is the self, and the more we move away and away and away from this and we get scattered everywhere, we're not collected and we're moving away from life. But the more you gravitate towards yourself and you realize self realization, I feel that is the purpose of our life. And also to put a smile on as many people's faces as you can, be good, do good to people, you know. Oh my god, okay. How much is your height, bro? Mansa MD is asking. My height, bro, is I think 166 centimeters. So I think like almost 5'6", something like that. नेगेटिव थिंकिंग, ईना शाह, नेगेटिव थिंकिंग को कैसे ठीक करे? 5 साल पहले क्या हुआ अब तक दिमाग में घूम रहा है, बहुत परेशान हूँ. I'll make a video on this. A lot of you have asked this question actually. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes, when you've had like tough instances in your past, it's difficult to stop thinking about it and living in the past and moving on. I'll make a video about this. Megha Mahendra, please tell us about journaling tips for mental health. So the way I journal is I have a book and I try to write in it every day. I don't end up doing it every day, but whenever I feel like I have something that needs to come out of me, it's like a mental vomit. Okay. Not a very nice phrase, but that's what it is. Take my pen and I start writing it. Like, I don't try to be very coherent. I don't try to have like the perfect grammar or whatever. I just write whatever is coming to me. I put all my thoughts out there. And the more you do this, you'll realize you'll start becoming more coherent. You'll start becoming more organized with your own thoughts in your mind because you're giving it that outward expression, right? You're letting it come out. So, yeah, just don't try to make it like a whole thing. Like, I need a great diary for journaling. I need these 5 sketch pens and everything has to be cute. Just get a notebook, a ballpoint pen, keep it in your place where you're working so it is very easily accessible. Every time you want to write something down, go for it. Nia Reddy, is this live going to be recorded? Would like to rewatch it. Yes, very much, Nia. It's going to be recorded and it will be up on the channel as soon as it's done. Oh, we have only 7 more minutes. Thank you, Pragati. You deserve million more subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Million or not, I truly appreciate each and every one of you that's here right now. It means a lot to me. Manvi Thorve, what is the question that you're expecting from us? And you'll be happy to share your thoughts regarding that. Interesting question, man. I mean, I know I didn't have any expectations really. No, I'm very happy with all the questions you guys are asking me right now. I love it. Kranti Kiran Ale, can we expect any book? So maybe not in the near, maybe in the distant future, man. Right now, I just want to make videos on here. I want to be consistent. I want to make videos that all of you will enjoy, that all of you will take something away from. Because I feel that, I feel if someone's watching my video, at the end of it, they should have learned something or, feel good at least. Even if you don't take something away that you will add to your life later on, you should leave it with feeling positive and feeling energized. So I'm going to concentrate on that right now and make such videos. And maybe I'll write the book in the future. Olives. Any skincare tips? Yeah, drink a lot of water, 2.5 to 3 liters. Sleep properly on time, not till 2 in the morning you're awake and you're on the screen also the entire time. Give yourself the time to detox, and fast whenever you can, like maybe once a month or one day, you eat just fruits or you don't eat anything, whatever depends upon your body and body composition. Fast that really gives you a glow. And try to avoid too many chemicals. I don't know, all of these skincare routines I see, they have like some 15 things that everyone's applying, like 3 moisturizers, 2 under eye creams. I just don't get it. I'm sorry if you followed, if it's working. Okay, first of all, I'm talking about myself. If it's working for you, please do it. I just don't get it. Rod Caracot is saying he's been diagnosed with. Oh my god, everything is all moving too fast. Okay, anyway, the questions are all moving very fast. I can't even read them. How do you stay consistent? We have spoken about it already. Fairy Day is asking, how do you stay consistent? We've spoken about it. Shivam Mishra is saying, what has been your worst phase in life and how you overcame it? Hey, very nice question. My worst phase, maybe it was for like the last couple of months where I was in my job and I was not enjoying it and I wanted to quit. I wanted to make YouTube videos, but I was still working. I'd put my notice in. Yeah, those were not good days because I would get up feeling miserable. I just didn't have the energy to go to office. Good, and this is a very good job. I'm not trying to crap all over the job. No, it's a great company, amazing colleagues, amazing workplace culture. That's why I enjoyed working there. But I changed. It wasn't the job, I changed and I just wasn't feeling satisfied in it anymore. And that's when I knew I had to leave. Those couple of months were really bad. I would wake up feeling completely demotivated, not wanting to go to work. I would force myself to work. Then I would come back and stay up till 1 in the morning. And we had to be in office by 7 in the morning, right? So I would stay up till 1 and then sleep again, very less sleep. Yeah. How did I get out of it? Is because I knew, like, it's a matter of time. I knew that I had to get through it and that I was on the other side. I was going to quit my job and everything. I was making arrangements for that. And I was sharing all of what I was going through with Nikhil, and he also helped me. It helps to have someone that you trust that you can talk with. And it's all done. Padmini Bhavya, where do you like to shop for your clothes? Nice question. I don't. So I think I like buying a lot of light colors, and I buy them from H&M. And yeah, there's a market where we live. Uh, there's like in the market there are like vendors that have their stores and they open. Sometimes I go and buy from there, like stuff to wear at home and all. But yeah, I like clothes from H&M a little. I used to buy from Zara before, not so much now, but yeah. Rod, I'm diagnosed with piles. Doctor gave me some medications, 1 month to heal, otherwise operate. Help me. I'm sorry. I hope you get better soon. I honestly don't know because I've never had that issue myself, so I don't know what I would say about it. But I'm sending you my love. I hope you feel better soon. Lakshmi Kamili. Hi, Lakshmi. Ask, when are you coming to Hyderabad next? I'm going to come in November. The youngest cousin, the Chotu Motu little cousin in our family, is getting married in November. It's going to be a great occasion for the entire family to get together. I'm really, really excited about it. And I'm going to come in November to Hyderabad. What are my hobbies? Kranti, I think, is asking. I love dancing. It's more than a hobby. It's sometimes it just becomes like, like just like moving meditation. It's amazing. I love dancing. I love looking at, like thinking about what to cook today, what healthy are we going to have today, healthy and tasty. It has to be interesting because if your diet is boring, you will never stick to it. There is no point in having boring healthy diets. It has to be interesting, tasty, healthy diets. I like doing that. And yeah, those are my hobbies. I also like reading a lot. I live in Noida, people. For everyone that's asking me, I live in Noida. Possible injuries in Surya Namaskar. I'm going to make a video about it. It's going to be very detailed. I'm going to talk especially about wrist, elbow, shoulder, and knee injuries in that. So stay tuned. Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock. I must say, I really, really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to take a sip of water. Ooh. I needed that. Yeah. Thank you so much for everybody that joined. I tried to do my best going through your comments and questions and answer, but there are a lot of stuff that I missed. I'm really sorry, but thank you so much for being here. Shubham is saying healthy diets are rarely interesting. Sad face. No, I want to prove you wrong. Well, at least I'm going to make a video where I talk about the diets that we follow. Dude, healthy diets can be so exciting. So I don't know why we have just mentally categorized, that healthy diets are boring, they're not tasty. Not at all. There are so many kinds of things that you can experiment with, that you can cook, and that are really satisfying. Like now, I don't even feel like eating outside ever since I started doing that. I took an Ayurvedic cooking course, I learned how to do that, and it's really revolutionized how we eat, and I'm really enjoying it. Look at me, not able to focus. I was in the middle of saying bye bye to you people, and then I saw a comment, and then I'm like, another comment, meet up with fans. Maybe post COVID sometime. Sorry, let's focus on doing the bye byes. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking precious time out of your day when I know you could be doing so many other things, for choosing to spend it with me, for asking me the questions, for sending me the love. Thank you. And I will see you again soon with more videos. We will do monthly lives. I'm planning to do it like every second Saturday or something like that. Like this one, is this the first Saturday? I'm confused. What is the date? This is second Saturday. So I'll probably do every second Saturday, same time, 9 p.m. We'll do it for an hour. Send me questions. I'll save them and I'll answer. And lots of love to all of you. Good night. Have a great day if it's not night for you. Bye. Ooh, bye.